Gunfreak Nation, it's your president, TElectrik. I can't make this up. I just cannot make this up.
It's on your hip.
Police body cam video of a man being arrested after he allegedly shot a restaurant employee because he was angry about guacamole.
The reason that this happened is because of poor decisions, inability to control emotions, and that's what led to the shooting.
It happened Friday night at the Chipotle on Evergreen in Southfield.
This happened right across the street from the police station. So what's the nerve of that? And you think you're going to get away with it?
32-year-old Aaron Michael Brown arrested a short distance away. At a press conference on Monday, a timeline.
The suspect, Mr. Aaron Brown, entered the Chipotle restaurant with his wife. While standing at the register, Mr. Brown asked for extra guacamole on his food that he had just purchased.
Police say he was upset because it wasn't enough guacamole.
Mr. Brown then called the female Chipotle employee a derogatory name of the B word, which upset her understandably.
Fellow employees took her to the back to try to calm her down, leaving the front counter unattended.
Our suspect, Mr. Brown, who previously had paid for his food items, began to proceed to go around the counter and began to bag his own items, and then he took a cup and filled it with guacamole.
A 21-year-old male employee tried to stop him. Physical altercation, and then Brown, a licensed CPL holder with no prior criminal history, allegedly shoots the employee in the leg, then takes his food and calmly walks out.
I was in my car and I saw him just walk out to his car, close the door, and just drive off. Like he didn't speed off or anything. It was weird to see, but it was like you'd think you want to get out of there fast, but it's like he didn't care.
I mean, it was very scary. I don't know.
Brown is being held on a $20,000 cash bond and facing several charges, including assault with intent to do great bodily harm. The victim is expected to make a full recovery.
Guacamole? I like guacamole myself. I myself like guacamole, but I'm not gonna shoot anybody over it. Listen. This dude had a CPL. For those who don't know, in the state of Michigan, a CPL is a concealed carry pistol license. This dude had a CPL, and his behavior was a behavior of a savage. He went in that Chipotle restaurant and got mad because he paid for extra guacamole and didn't get as much as he thought he should have got. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Everybody don't need to have a gun, all right? Everybody shouldn't have a gun. If you one of them trigger-happy people, if you one of them people that when you get pissed off, the first thing you do is grab your gun. I told y'all before in other videos that these so-called lawful CPL holders, concealed carry license people, they just as dangerous and deadly as a savage, because they so quick to pull that gun out of anger. If you got your license, or just in life general, if you one of them type of people that can't put your emotions in check, you're gonna have situations like this keep happening, because there's so many people out there that just cannot. They go from 0 to 100 in a matter in a second. As soon as they get, upset, mad, as soon as they get angry, that shouldn't have never happened. Now, I understand his defense. If he got a good defense lawyer, they're going to try to say where he felt like he was being attacked by the Chipotle employees and he had no choice but to, pull his firearm and discharge it. I don't see it that way. I felt like he was one of them types. I'm telling y'all, you got them types They don't got that concealed carry license, and they looking for a reason to pull their gun. And there's plenty of them out there. I've seen it. I remember one time I was at a gas station, and it was a panhandler out there, and he just asked a woman, he asked the same thing of me. Do you got some spare change? She cussed him out and pulled her gun out. That gun is a weapon, and it only should be used when your life is, if you facing imminent deadly threat or deadly, bodily harm towards yourself. If somebody is threatening you, and you feel for your life, and they pulling out a weapon, or you got imminent, deadly force, bodily harm coming your way, you got, by all means, send them to Funky Town. But when you got people that's out there looking for trouble, you got people that, okay, all right, let me pull. That ain't what it's for. Those type of people, they dangerous. Like I said before, they just as dangerous as a savage. And you need to be wary of them. They're out there. Having that CPL does not give you the license to be, crazy, to act a fool. You understand? It ain't a license. Oh, you done made me mad. Let me pull my gun. Let me show you I ain't the one to be played with. You got a lot of them out there that's like that. And that's this case right here is the perfect example. It's the perfect example. Everybody don't need to have a gun. Now, I guarantee you right now, he's regretting this. He's regretting this because he acted off of his emotions. He got pissed off over some guacamole, man, because he didn't get enough guacamole. And he walked his funky butt behind that counter, touching that guacamole, looking all nasty and funky. Who want that guacamole after you don't put your hands all in it, scooping it? You didn't wear no gloves. So they had every right to try to make you get off of behind that counter. That lets you know that he went for bad. He called the worker, he cussed her out. Man, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up, man. Listen, man, every day it seems like the every day that go by, the crazier it get. Listen, keep your head on a swivel. If you bump into one of these crazy savages that got a concealed carry license, if you can, walk away, because as you can see, it ain't no arguing with them type of people, man. Them type of savages. Because they so quick to pull their gun to settle their argument, to settle their dispute. So walk away. Not because you're scared, but walk away for your sake. Because I know if they pull it on you, you have no choice but to pull yours, and it ain't gonna end well. So walk away. I've been tested out in them streets a lot of times. And you know what? I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got a woman that be like, keep a cool head. It ain't worth it. If you got one of them that be like, that's egging you on, yeah, do something. Don't let him talk to you like that. Do something. She ain't for you. She ain't for you. She gon' F around and get you killed. And while you dead in your grave, she out there with the next dude. Don't get caught up in that. Don't believe the hype. Keep your head on a swivel and stay savage ready at all times. and be wary of these savages that got their concealed carry licenses. But anyway, Gunfreak Nation, I had to share this story because, like I said, I cannot make this up. We living in a crazy, savage world, and we got to be savage ready at all times. Gunfreak Nation, I love y'all. Listen, y'all stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms, stay righteous, and be ready to send that stanky savage to Funky Town. I love you, Gunfreak Nation. Salute, baby.